Good afternoon. I prepared a statement to give on behalf of Raymond Wood and my family. Hopefully this helps you to understand more clearly where Raymond's coming from, and also understand what I've been dealing with for the last 3 years after finding out this information. My name is Raymond Wood Jr. I am a cousin of Raymond Wood, who was a black undercover New York City police officer in the 1960s. I met Ray for the first time in late 2010. He had been estranged from our family for over 46 years. Ray was aging and experiencing many health problems and had a desire to reconnect with the family before he died. I volunteered to move Ray to Tampa, Florida, so that my family and I could look after him. In 2011, Ray learned that he had stomach cancer and wasn't sure how much longer he had to live. Shortly after, he confessed to me a series of detailed accounts of what he participated in during his time as a police officer. At that time, Ray told me not to let him take this to his grave, but to please wait until he passed away to come forward with this information. By 2012, his cancer had gone into remission, and he lived until November 24, 2020. For 10 years, I have carried this confession secretly in fear of what could happen to my family and myself if the government found out what I knew. He lived in constant fear for over 46 years, worried about what the NYPD and the FBI would do to him and his family if he had told the dark secrets that he had held that helped destroy black leaders and black power organizations. After his passing, I found a confession letter that Ray had written and mailed to my father back in 2011. This letter details the FBI, and the NYPD's involvement in the assassination of Malcolm X, and how he was forced to betray his people. This letter helps me to understand the pain and guilt that Ray felt for the last 55 years. He conspired to help the NYPD assassinate Malcolm X. The false arrests and wrongful convictions of several leaders of the court and the wrongful arrest of Black Panther members, including Tupac Shakur's mother, Afeni Shakur, which led to her giving birth to Tupac in prison. Unsure how to release this information and keep my family safe, I reached out to attorney Ben Crump, who advised me to place everything that I knew, along with this letter, into a factual memoir and publish it. By making this information available to the world, everyone will know at the same time, and I will no longer have anything to hide, nor can the government quiet me. On behalf of Ray, he wanted the world to know that he is deeply sorry. I hope that this information helps the Shabazz family to more clearly understand what happened to their father on that horrible day. As a black man, I am disgusted to know that what happened 60 years ago is still going on today. We are living under J. Edgar Hoover's Jim Crow system of policing our black and brown people. He is an architect of these constant injustices and tactics against our people. As I stand before you today, I urge everyone who has a voice to speak up and stand up against corruption and systemic racism and policing from the top down. I believe that the United States of America is the greatest country on this planet. And with education, compassion, and the grace of God, we can fix these problems that we are facing. We are the example to the rest of the world. Let's get it together, people. God bless America. I am now going to give a copy of this letter to the Shabazz family. I intend to give a copy of this letter to Khalil Saeed's family, Walter Bowe's family, Thomas Johnson's family, Herbert Collins' family, and Naveen Shakur's family. These are the families of individuals that I am aware of who have been falsely convicted due to race actions. I know that there are others that were part of the Panther 21 trial. For 10 years, I've lived with this burden of this secret. I am relieved that I am able to share this truth with the world today. Before I give this letter to the daughters here, I will read the dying declaration letter of Raymond Wood. This is the original letter that was sent to my father on February 9th of 2011. I'm going to read a copy. I preserve it for the district attorney and whoever needs this for the court case to be able to exonerate the people that Ray was concerned that have been convicted because of his actions. It's dated January 25th, 2011. I, Raymond Wood, being of sound mind and body, wish to confess the following. I was a black New York City undercover police officer from April 1964 through May of 1971. I participated in actions that in hindsight were deplorable and detrimental to the advancement of my own black people. My actions on behalf of the New York City Police Department, bossy, were done under duress and fear that if I did not follow the orders of my handlers, I could face detrimental consequences. Presently, I am aging with failing health. Recently, I have learned of the death of Mr. Thomas Johnson and are deeply concerned that with my death, his family will not be able to exonerate him after being wrongfully convicted in the killing of Malcolm X. The facts are as follows. April 17, 1964, I was hired by the New York City Police Department. Without training, I was immediately assigned to the Boston Investigation Unit. After witnessing repeated brutality at the hands of my co-workers, in parentheses, police, I tried to resign. Instead, I was threatened with arrest by pending marijuana and alcohol trafficking charges on me if I did not follow through with the assignments. Under the direction of my handlers, I was told to encourage leaders and members of the civil rights groups to commit felonious acts. The Statue of Liberty bombing idea was created by my supervisor/handler. Using surveillance, the agency learned that Bo and Saeed were key players in Malcolm X's crowd control security detail. It was my assignment to draw the two men into a felonious federal crime so that they could be arrested by the FBI and kept away from managing Malcolm X's out-of-arm ballroom door security on February 21st, 1965. On February 16, 1965, the Statue of Liberty plot was carried out and the two men were arrested just days before the assassination of Malcolm. At that time, I was not aware that Malcolm X was the target. On February 21st, 1965, I was ordered to be at the Attallah ballroom, where I was identified by witnesses while leaving the scene. Thomas Johnson was later arrested and wrongfully convicted to protect my cover and the secrets of the FBI and the NYPD. I have placed my full confession into the care of my cousin, Raymond Wood, Jr. I have requested this information be held until after I have passed away. It is my hope that this information is received with the understanding that I have carried these secrets with a heavy heart and remorsefully regret my participation in this matter. Raymond A. Wood. This is the letter. The copy of the letter. And also,
there have always been uncertainty about all of the facts surrounding the assassination of my and my 5 sisters' father. Any evidence that provides greater insight into the truth behind that terrible tragedy should be thoroughly investigated. My mother turned this place, which once represented tragedy, into the Shabazz. It is a place of inspiration and learning, and discovering the truth is always most important to us. Thank you.